Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Bad news for America and for European Union. Good news for BRICS countries and Russia. What happens? Algeria submitted its official request to join. Now, I don't think that's going to be great for the Americans and the Europeans because Algeria is the fifth gas supplier in the world, and it extracts about 1 million barrels a day of oil, being in the first 20 countries in the world oil producer. So not good at all. Now, this article comes from the Al Mayadeen. Moscow welcomes Algeria's desire to join BRICS. Now, let me tell you this little story. You know, there was a cat, and the cat was running after a mouse, and the mouse ran, pop, 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 and the mouse couldn't hide anywhere, saw a pile of shit, and jumped in the shit to hide. The cat comes, pop, 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 the mouse left the tail out. So the cat picked him by the tail, and so on. Now, the idea of all this is that if you get into deep shit again, you either go all the way or you don't go at all. So the same with Algeria. It seems like it goes all the way on the Russian side. So bad for the other guys. So let's see what's going on here. So Russia welcomes Algeria's intent to join the BRICS Economic Association after the latter submitted an official application. So they're in. Do you think the Russians say no? Russian Deputy Foreign Minister Mikhail Bogdanov announced on Tuesday that Russia welcomes Algeria's desire to join the BRICS economic bloc. The Algerian Foreign Ministry's Special Envoy for International Partnership, Leila Zarouki, told Al Shorouk newspaper that Algeria formally applied on Monday to join the Economic Association. Following the application submission, Algerian President Abdelmadjid Tebboune is expected to inform Moscow of a suitable schedule to pay a visit and meet with Russian President Vladimir Putin, just like brothers. BRICS, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, is an informal association of the world's major developing economies, which was formed in 2009 to enhance cooperation between the nations and elaborate common approaches to global economic challenges. Medvedev calls for new payment methods among the BRICS. He wants to make sure that they're isolated and insulated from the SWIFT and other weasels that not friendly countries. The BRICS members account for nearly 30% of the global gross output and around 40% of the global population. So not something that you can just ignore. And I'm quoting, of course, you ignore if you have ideologies like these idiots here, economists. They have ideologies and they have an idea in their head, and everything is ignore and pick the information based on whatever they want it to sound like. That's why they are off. Of course, we welcome the desire of our partners and like-minded people to join the work of such formats as BRICS, SCO, Shanghai Cooperation Organization, Bogdanov stated, waiting for timing from Algeria. The Russian Deputy Foreign Minister added, and I'm quoting, "We have a trust-based dialogue with Algeria. It is being maintained. But this issue, the accession of new members of the BRICS, is being discussed within the framework of the collective work." So they're going to discuss with China, India, Brazil, and South Africa. Commenting on the expected visit of the Algerian president, Bogdanov said that the president of Algeria has an invitation from Vladimir Vladimirovich Putin. "We are waiting for the suggestions from our Algerian friends for the timing of this visit." They said they want to do it before the end of this year, if they will be still in power, both of them. Last June, Last June, the BRICS countries agreed that the bloc needs new members while retaining its original character. Earlier in May, Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi, very smart guy, like Lavrov and Jaishankar of India, stated that China would initiate the process of BRICS expansion. He stated that it will demonstrate BRICS openness and inclusiveness, meet the expectations of developing countries, increase their representation and voice in global governance, and contribute more to global peace and development. According to the IMF data, China is BRICS' largest economy, accounting for over 70% of the 27.5 trillion economic might, while India accounts for about or around 13%, and Russia and Brazil account for 7%. It's okay, they have the guns, that's what matters, at least Russia. But Brazil is good for strategic reasons, and Lula, the new president-elect, is on Russia's side from the get-go. He has reasons because he's I say communist, and he has a lot of ties with the communists. So he's got a soft heart for Soviet Union / Russia now, and doesn't have anything really against Brazil. Doesn't have anything against the Russians, because Russia did not fuck them up in the past, unlike others. We don't name names here, you know. USA, I mean, anyway, so this is what's going on here. So Lula is there, but Lula is what, 76? His time is kind of up according to the life expectancy in Brazil, but hey, we got Biden too. He's past due. But nevertheless, good for them. Someone over there don't want these two guys to come too soon, I guess. Or they want them to stay here and share with us their goodness and love and happiness and wisdom and sniffing methods. Anyway, so Algeria. As I said, Algeria is the 5th gas producer in the world. What does Europe need? Gas. European Union contacted Algeria and said, hey, can we give us some gas? I said, yeah, let me turn it aside and give you some right now. And that's basically what it is with these guys. They will give them, but money, 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 money. And then oil, as I said, they produce 990 some thousand, so 1 million barrels a day, which is how much Biden administration used to take out of the U.S. strategic oil reserves until they decided to take 2 million a day for 15 days. Great. So it's good, and there are in the first 20 countries in the world of oil producing countries, Algeria. So it's not a small step they make. We'll see if they will be allowed to function like this, or maybe France is gonna come again and you know what I mean. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.